Hey guys, this is Farmer Bob. Welcome back, man, to my channel. Great to be back with another video on the FS19 conversion of Sandveld, one of my 4x maps. And I must say, I'm pretty excited to get this done and finished. I'm putting a lot of time in it, recording videos like crazy. So that's where we are. I quickly just finished up here what I said I would. Decided to add a little shop to it, just directly from one of my placeables there in the map directory. So yeah, I think it came out nice. So add the shop here. I moved the BKB sell point to there, and then this one we've done on the previous video. So very nice. The animal dealer came out lacquer too. So I enjoy, man, very good. Now today let's work on the sawmill. Get the sawmill sorted. Now this sawmill, as you remember in the previous videos when we converted it, there was a bit of problems with it and I didn't like it in any way. So we're going to quickly add a new sawmill. So same drill. In every map or most of my start maps or playable start maps, there's a directory full of placeables for you to enjoy. So I'm going to show you how to build one of those. I've already actually done it on the previous video with the animal dealer, so it's going to be the same drill on this. But yeah, I just thought you'll like to come along for the ride, just because you like my videos and you enjoy my content so much. So so here we go. Let's go for it. So file import and then into the directory of placeables. We're going to look for the sawmill. Now there's sawmill area, which includes a lot of props and stuff, and then this is just a sawmill. So I think I'm going to go for the sawmill area first, just to see what's in it, you know. So let's just bring that whole thing in, and normally it's a huge big thing. So let's have a look. Just going to drop it here in the middle. Like you can see, it's a fairly big amount of buildings. I think almost way too much for this tiny little spot. It is a huge sawmill area. I must just bring it out a little bit so I can see what is in here. So I'm going to just leave it like that and have a look. So what does just the sawmill have? If that is the sawmill area. So let's bring the sawmill area out of the way and then import just the sawmill so we can have a quick browse. What is that all about? You know, is it just one building or is it just the buildings? Or let's have a browse. Ooh, okay. You know what? This is the sawmill from Alpine map. Yeah, I think I think how does this thing look? It's actually just a building with nothing much on it, you know. So I like a sawmill with a heap on it and all kinds of stuff, you know. So so the sawmill area and this one here. All right. I'm not happy with any of these for this map. So I'm thinking, guys, my Ravenport map has got a very nice sawmill that I've already sorted out. Maybe I can bring that in here. Let's have a quick browse at the Ravenport map that I'm busy doing. Do I have it apart or did it come as? Yeah, I'm going to have to, unfortunately, bring it in directly from, or just select and export, because otherwise we're going to have a problem with the, with all that stuff that is in there. I can't directly export it, so or import it, or copy it over, rather is the word I'm looking for. But yeah, not to worry. I just want to go back here and just save my map before I lose work. Save when you forget to save and you've worked like 2 hours and suddenly the thing crashes. Oh my word, it's happened so many times with me. And you forget to save, and it's just a click of one tiny little button, you know. Yeah, crazy stuff. Now I know where the sawmill is. Let's quickly just go there. Here it is. Nice. You see, so this boy here, and I've even put snow on this, guys. I've even put snow on this. Now this is way too big for my liking. All I want is the sawmill, the Barker Hall. Is it that one? Yeah, that's what I want. Just this one. That will look nice on my map. And I think, in fact, I think that's the one I had on there. You know, but it just had problems in it, and I didn't want to fiddle around with it too much. Let me just see what else is there that is here that I can maybe select with it, you know. Some old buildings. Maybe this guy here. I'm just going to hold control and select this boy. Oh, I think it's the grading hall. Yes, it's the grading hall. And then there's this vacuum kilns that I want to grab. And then there's a dryer. All right, I think that 4 will be more than ample enough. So let's export those with files into my Sandveld placeables imported imports. Now I'm going to have to create a folder here for Sawmill, because this stuff will obviously stay, and then Sawmill, just like that. Save. Do you want to get the parent directory structure? Now the parent is this map, so we say no, and we want to keep all the game relative paths, because this is now FS22, and we want all the linked shaders and textures and stuff from in-game. We want to keep those. So you go yes on that second question, and there you go. So let us not save any changes here, and import here. File import Sawmill. Now this should actually import without any errors. So let's just have a quick browse here, because I know that Sawmill is 100% error free. Okay, so create for it a transform called Sawmill, like so, and then just drop all the stuff in here. Shift vacuum grading up in there. So, and nice, this is at transform 0, so Control B, and we can have it all here, like so. And now I'll just position them according to my liking. Move it about. So I'm just moving at the moment the whole transform, and then once I've moved the transform, I can open up and shift these things about. Control B. Alright, so I think it's gonna be nice just like that, but I want to be able to get in here and maybe still get around. Yeah, I think something like that. And I think this is a little bit too low. Okay, so these log piles are obviously is going to be touching the ground, so maybe something like that. Yeah, that's all right. Is this now in the air? Oh my word! The one you win and you go one down and you can never win. Oh my word! Okay, let's leave it like that. Don't know why these logs is underground. Maybe there's like a little lower thing there. I'm gonna leave it as is. Don't fiddle with with that anymore. Oh, that looks fairly good, and you'll be able to come in here with the tractor, go around, and I suppose I'll put my log sail point there so you can come in, because you're going to come from this way from the forest and then come in nice that way, make a U-turn, or you can probably go around and go out again, whatever way you would like to do it. Grading hall. Now suddenly I think maybe the grading hall and all this stuff will not fit here anymore. Right, maybe I can put that grading all in here. Move this thing out of the way. Down there. Oh, wait a minute. I'll put it here, and then I'll put the grading all. Yeah, rather like so. Yeah, it's going to be better here. My space is going to get limited here. Just want to see what side this grading wall. Yeah, I think that's better. It's a bit cramped here by the fence. We can't. Maybe I should just chuck this grading wall. It's going to be. But we need some type of an office, so I suppose. Mind you. Let's move these vehicles. They can go somewhere else for now. Let's put that grading all scat scraper B. That thing is very funny. It's like the bales. The bales also wet grading all. Okay. The bales also does that. Yeah, I think this is better. So now have a look. What side of this grading wall is going to be fun? Yeah, I think that's all right. So let's make it 90. 90, 90, 90. Like so. Push it out a little bit like that. Push it back in. Yeah, that's okay. It's not a functional building, it's more like a prop just for putting stuff down. And then vacuum clean shed. I think we're going to plug all those things in here. So tip there, guys, when you control B and you're on a fence, like look at that, it's up in the air, so just drop it a little bit away and then just slide it in with your gizmo. You know, that way you can get much better control of your placing of objects, you know. So yeah, so now we can bring it in nice and close. How you like my snow that I've put on this? Very nice. Oh my word. Oh, lekker, lekker. Alright. So I just want to move that a little bit. Alright. Kiln shed 2. Control B. Oh my word. There's another big shed. So let me put that over here. Control B. Suddenly I've got way too many sheds. I'll just put it like so. Right, so now and then last but not least, I think this is a tiny one, Control B. Oh no, this is an even bigger one. Oh my gosh. Alright, we can put that one, surely we can put that one, yeah. I thought So I thought those were the bigger ones that we already had. I thought they go smaller, but anyway, I'm mistaken, very much mistaken. Oh, this is too far or too close to the fence. Let's give it some space there for the rats and the cats to fool around. And then there was one more thing, that dryer thing, which is actually the prop I liked most. That's why I brought them along, you know, for placing down here. Control B. So I think I'll drop it in here somewhat. Yeah, there you go. Now I know in real life these things should actually probably be all together, you know, but I mean, it's just filling up my little sawmill, you know. That's what it's doing. Good. So now we can take the sawmill, which unfortunately now has, I don't know where we can drop it in, because Sandveld is 0, you know, so that is good. So we can drop it in there and it should be totally fine. Nice. So there's our sawmill, guys. It's not working though, but I'm going to now show you how to load the triggers, because now we've got a prop in here that's a sawmill. Oh yes, and we need to put this sign on the roof. This is the sign for the actual sawmill, so we'll put it up here. And it's an actual sawmill in the area there, which I have grabbed the name from it to make a name for this, as well as all the BKBs and stuff that I've got on this map. It's all stuff from the area. Somewhere in the area you will find that places. So this is 90, so let us leave it at 90. And this one also 90. So I just want to see where that leaves us. Yeah, that looks fairly good. So all I need to do now is just bring this boy out up to the middle of the sign, and then you can flip it back like so, and I think that is perfect. There you go. How's that? So now when you drive past, you'll have the sign on the roof, and you'll have this one here, and you'll have one at the gate. I think I have one at the gate as well somewhere. There it is. Yeah, mind you, I can now move that one onto this nicely placed container. How's that? I like that, man. I like that. Let's move it up. This can actually swing out a tiny bit. Like so, yeah. I think that's okay. How's that? Nice. Oh, there's actually a big container here too, so we can take this one, put it on there as well, you know, why not? It will elevate it a little bit, because it wasn't anyway too low. You couldn't see the sign through the grass, you know, so this will really elevate it nicely and bring it in view. So let's put it on this corner of this building, like so. You see, this is much more striking. Nice. I like it, man. I like it. Look at that. Beautiful. Great, man, guys. All right. So the sawmill triggers. Now the triggers, as you all know, is the thing that makes the sawmill pop up in game as a sell point. And for that we need to add it to the placeables XML, as well as the mod disk for the store items. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is grab the sawmill from, I'm wondering which one. I think it's the US map. So let us just open Sandveld, open my placeables, and in my placeables I've got all the map US stuff here in green, which is edited out. So Control F, Sawmill, I think it's called. Yes, there it is. You see? Map US Sawmill. Control C, or Control X rather, because we're going to move it up now. Drop it down there. Nice, Sawmill. Okay, now obviously I want to just bring this stuff closer. And so now we need to import the Sawmill from MapUS. So let me just take this phone of mine and put it on silent, because this ping story is here in the background. I'm sure it frustrates you as much as it does me. So let's leave it there. All right, so now we see now that the i3D will be in this directory where the Sawmill XML is. So we're going to go data placeables MapUS Sawmill. So that's how simple it is, guys. Collapse this, go file import, FS22 data placeables MapUS Sawmill, and there's the i3D. And that i3D is only the trigger, you'll see now. So I'm going to cut it from here, and then we're going to drop it into my gameplay and into my placeholders there. Control V for Victor. Had a guy the other day say to me, "Oh, I can't hear when you say V or B." so yeah, I'm going to rather go Control V for Victor, then you know what I'm saying. So I'm going to go Control B for Bravo and drop it here, doop, like so. Oh, and now suddenly we have a heap. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you. So what we're going to need to do is do a custom trigger, guys. You're going to love this. All right. So I've got it here, roughly. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to leave this where I've placed it, and then we're going to open the Sawmill up, and we're going to find the loading station, which is that old thingamabob. It's with its trigger, everything. This little pipe thing that you're seeing here, that's the trigger. So all I'm going to do is move it and go straight over this one and try and match that one as best as I can, so that they are on top of one another. All right, so we're going to swing this about. It's going to be a bit of a to and fro to get this right, but we're going to do our best, try and do our best to get this thing exactly on top of one another, so that you will not notice the difference. Okay, so just checking. I think if I'm correct, that is as close as we're gonna get it. And if you leave it and you see one thing, then it's pretty much all right. I'm gonna leave it just as is. All right, so that's our loading station with its trigger. All right, so you don't want to move anything in this order. You leave the order as is, because they are in order of nodes. So from Sawmill you'll see 481, then you got the trigger 4810. So don't move stuff up and down in this hierarchy, but leave it as is. Just move the stuff here on the map. That's fine to move it on the map, you know, but don't move the order of it, because otherwise your XML will not work anymore. All right, the pallet spawn, we can now place that anywhere we want, and I think I'm going to be pallet spawn. We can put it here next to this dryer thing. Control B, and I'm going to swing it a little bit around like so. Let's make it 90 and see what it looks like. Yeah, that looks pretty much all right. Move it in a little bit more like that, and then I can see it needs to be a touch up like that. Great. So that's the pallet spawn. The production point, that one is basically that little spanner where you can buy it. You know, it tells you if you want to buy this place. So I'm going to move the production point around and put it right there for us to buy, if you want to buy it. All right. So now I'm going to just leave it like that. Pallet spawner. The selling station is the actual selling station wood. which is nice. So I'm going to drop that. I think this is the ramp into the thing, you know, so or was supposed to be the ramp into the thing, but now the logs is down there. Where's this other logs gone to that was up here? I don't see them anymore. There were other logs. Anyways, don't know what happened to them. So let us drop this boy here. Just want to see these little chevrons. They're always difficult to. They always look like they're hanging in the air, you know. So I'm not too fussed with them, or not too fond of them, rather. I think I'm going to put it here, so that you still have some space to make a U-turn, and yeah. So you can come in, go wide, maybe something like that, or you can come in, do that, and go out there. I don't know if there's going to be enough space, depending on what size truck you've got, you know, so that all that stuff. But I'll leave it as is, and I'm sure you guys will let me know if it's not right. This thing looks like it's hanging in the air. So the vacuum kiln. Just make sure that my sign is still all right here on the side. Maybe a little bit too big now. Too high. Good. All right. So we were busy with the triggers. We got distracted there for a minute. Gameplay, placeholders, Sawmill. All right. So there is now, all our triggers is now spaced and sorted out where we want them. Now what we're going to do is we're going to export this. Remember the placeholder. This thing is only for you to do what we've done now with the triggers and everything. So whatever you put in here, because of the script that's running here, the placeholder script, it will ignore everything in this folder in game. So you will not see this stuff that you put in here. Will not be visible in the game if it wasn't for the XML. The XML calls all of this, because it's going to call the i3D that we're going to create now. Because now we've got a custom i3D, and we want to call that custom i3D. So what we're going to do is File, Export Selection with Files. Then we're going to go back into placeables, no, mods, our map, and I'm going to go into placeables this time, and it's going to be Sawmill. Now mind you, I like to put all my stuff in the XML, so mind you, it's not the i3D. So what we're going to do is, we're going to have to create for us a folder in placeables for the Sawmill. New folder, Sawmill. All right, like so. The distance for Sawmill. What we can do, guys, let's just delete that. There is already a Sawmill, so let's just overwrite the one that's there, replace it, and it's going to be as simple as pie. So do you want to get the parent directory structure? This time the parent is now, remember now we've imported it, so the parent is, we can say yes to that, and keep the game relative paths, yes, because both of those is from the in-game map that we've directly pulled in. And now all we need to do now, very important, because we've exported this from this position, we need to now zero that file that we've exported. So we're going to go into the placeables. Where is it? Placeables, and then Sawmill. The Sawmill area I can delete now, because obviously we know what that is. And now when you open the Sawmill, there's your new neatly saved i3D. So we open that. And remember now the XML is going to call it, and we're going to put the coordinates in the XML. So now this this positioning, we don't want to use that. So it needs to be 0, because otherwise it's going to disappear from your map. It will not be at the place where you think you put it. Let me put it that way. All right, so Sawmill. Now we copy this. This 3 position data. Control, Shift, and C for Charlie. And then open the placeables and then overwrite the position data. There it is. Okay, rotation is 0, 0, 0, I believe. Let's just make sure. Yeah, no rotation, so we can leave that as that. And now because we've got a new custom i3D, we also need to make a custom XML, because the Sawmill XML will call the game i3D, not our custom one. So what we need to do now is go here to Farming Simulator 22, Data, Placeables, Map US, Sawmill, and copy this Sawmill. Control C, because this XML calls this i3D. You can't that won't load your custom, and you cannot modify this because it's in-game. Can't modify the in-game stuff. Alright, so under Sandveld, into my XML folder, I'm going to just put it in there, and now we have to open it, because you see this one calls the Sawmill trigger from the map US. So we need to change this directory to call our i3D, not the thing. Now what we're going to do is open our placeables again, and then Sawmill, and here it is. So what we want to do now is, from your map directory, ignore the map directory, just copy everything behind it. Alright, so it's placeables, Sawmill. So copy, Control and C for Charlie, drop that in here like so, up to there, Control V. Okay, and then double click on the backslashes, make them forward slashes, and then I think it was only Sawmill, the i3D name. Sawmill, yeah. So you copy this name as well, Control and C, and you overwrite that name, Sawmill, so it's the same. Good, and that's all you need to do. And then obviously you can also give your Sawmill a name. Ours is called E06, so I'm going to call it E06 Sawmill, so that it will show that name on your PDA on the map when you got your PDA up. What is this stuff here? Okay, so it is E06 Sawmill, like so. And you can leave spaces here. You don't put underscores, because this is inside the XML. It will not cause any errors or problems in multiplayer games and that. But do not put any spaces in your in your i3D, your map folders, as well as in the i3D in your editor. Don't use any spaces in names, because that definitely causes problems. Okay, now we need to grab this directory, Control C, because that's where I've put my modified Sawmill XML. It's in the map there. So in our map directory, under the XML folder, we have the Sawmill, and don't make the mistake I had there. We need only 1 forward slash. Alright, push that in like that, and there it is, guys. Believe it or not, that is now a working Sawmill, except for the mod desk that we need to add. So what we're going to do is open the mod desk, grab the one line that we have, Control C for Charlie, and Control V for Victor twice. Control V and V, and it will duplicate. And you can make a lot of them if you want. You just hit Control V, 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 and it will give you quite a few extras to work with for the next few things that you're going to be putting in. All right, so now back to our placeables XML, and all we copy now is everything behind the map there. Copy it, and then drop that in, overwrite everything there on the second line. Control and V for Victor, and there you are. Now our store is there, and our Sawmill is all all ready to go, and this XML now calls obviously our Sawmill i3D. We have checked it and all is ready. That's how you do a custom one, and we have zeroed the i3D so that it won't add this position data plus the other one, because it will add them together. So if this is 1.6 and the i3D is 1.6, that's why it ends up there somewhere else on the map, or maybe off the map there in the bushes or in the distance. Great. Which reminds me, we still need to do the distant hills. We haven't finished that yet. Great. So I think let's do the distant hills, and then I'll end this video with that little bit of bonus for you. Great stuff. Okay, so I'm going to save my map, and then let's go into this boy here. Now that's not it. This is it. Ravenport. No, mods. Where did I put it? It's under D, maps, backups, and then FS19, Sandveld, maps, and then i3D. Open it in 822. I'm sharp today. I didn't forget. I'm very sharp today. Didn't forget to select 822. Sometimes you open a map in the wrong editor, and oh my word, there you are. It looks horrible. Nothing works, and 2 million errors. Stuff happened, guys. Stuff happened, really. Okay, so we want to have a look. What else is there to export? We've done all the props, I think. We've done the fences. How is it that oh, you know what? Distance hills, I think I still had that under the gameplay menu in this map. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Yeah, vehicle signs, random water plants, quarries, all the stuff we've done. And then map had distant objects. You see, that's the stuff that I'm talking about. Alright, so let us export these. So it's going to go File, Export with Files once again. Sandveld, this time we're going to go to Imports, and then Map Placeables, I think in here, and I'm going to call it Distant Hills. Let's call the i3D that, and then just no to both questions once again. And I just want to have a quick look at what's map random. Oh, there's just my borders. Fields we've done, distant objects we've done now, water planes is done, gameplay. Okay, so that's the whole lot. So there's nothing else to export from the map. We are building or rebuilding as we go along. The BGA we will do on another video. So now it is just a matter of import, and distant will be under there. And this time I'm going to just drop distant hills, because there's nothing else to do. You just import it and just check that you don't have errors in your console. I forgot now to open it up first. Old shapefile. Yeah, no, we can't. Okay, so first delete, and then back into our map, into imports, placeables, distant hills. Now we just open this in 904 and just save it if there's no errors. So we just check for errors first. There shouldn't be, because it's only textures, you know, there's nothing really there that can, as you see, the old shapefile. So it's just a matter of saving it and then closing it, and then we can import it finally. Great, man, great, 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 great. And I can drop it in a folder. I'm just going to go it into my Sandveld like so, and there you are. The distant hills are all done. Look at that, beautiful, man, beautiful. I love it. Okay, so now the map is starting to look like a real map, guys. By the way, I think maybe you've noticed this little patch in the center of each field. There is a patch that is not light. So what happens is this little patch is there for you to have an idea where you must put your what do you call those things that turn it's a spill point in Afrikaans, but I'm not too sure what you call it now. This stuff that waters your fields, that goes around and around. But anyway, that's what the little dots are, if you were wondering about that. Great. So what was the other thing I said we're going to do? The distant yields. I don't want to do the BGA now. So we've got the distant yields in. Can't remember now. Can you believe it? Man, oh man, oh man. So we've got the sawmill. We've got this. What was the other thing? Oh yes, the bales, man. That's what I was thinking. I wanted to say to you, but we already did the bales in the previous video. Sorry, the bales is done. The animal dealer is done. That's all in the previous videos, guys. So if you're interested in that to watch, please do watch. Follow the whole series, because there's a lot of tips and things and stuff as we go along, and we find problems, we can sort them all out. Good. Great. Well, guys, I think I'm going to end this video here. So we've added the sawmill in this video, created the custom cell point, the custom sawmill, you can say, with the custom XML and custom i3D. So that is basically what we've done today in this video. Oh yes, I don't think I've showed you. I've done the garage, imported the garage, fixed it up nicely, and I think it really looks very, very, very nice. I almost want to say it looks better than in the previous version. Good, man. Yeah, it came out very nice. And I still need to do the trigger for this. Mind you, it's such a short thing. Let me quickly do the trigger while we're here. Let's do the gas station. That is so simple to do. So let's quickly go here. Control F again, gas. That's the biogas. It's not what we want. There we go. So it's map US, gas station, gas station. All right. Now I recall something of, I don't know if the map US one, I think it's a French one. The French one's triggers are way too small, guys. Never used the French one. I think this one is the nice big one. So Control X for X-ray and drop it in here. And this is straightforward. We don't need to customize this or anything, guys. It's just position data that we want, and rotation always stays 0 on the garage. Well, mind you, sometimes these custom things, if the garage is not aligned with the map borders, you know, so then you might want to do custom stuff. All right, so now we're going to go placeables gas station and just import the i3D. So it's file import, back to FS22 data, maps, map US, sorry, data placeables, map US. Almost there. Where is all the stuff gone to now? Gas station, there it is. And just double click there and we drop that, obviously. Control X, drop the gas station in our gameplay. So we have it here by placeholders. Control V for Victor. And there it is. Okay, and now Control B for Bravo to drop it here. Yeah, you see, this is the nice big box trigger. The French one is like tiny, man. I don't know what they are doing with that little trigger. But I think it's for that French station with the one little pump, you know. So that's probably what it is. So I'll just position this nice like that. I think that is probably perfect. Perfectly all right. We can bring it a tiny bit, maybe like this. Yeah, perfect. All right. And that's all you want to do. You should drop it so you don't see the bottom lines. And then grab this position data, Control, Shift, and C for Charlie. Copy it, and then overwrite position data here. If you see this long stuff. I've got no idea why it does that in Giants, but that's just how it is, guys. Don't worry about it, just leave it as is. It works. That's the main important thing. And then last but not the least, we have to have Control C for Charlie. We have to have it in our mod desk as well. So the next line of one of our spare ones, we overwrite that. And remember, in the mod desk, as well as the store items, if you make use of the store items XML, I don't make use of the store items XML because I've found sometimes it causes errors, you know, stuff, and it tells you that no store data could be found, and then you put that same line in the mod desk and then it works, you know. So that's why I always use my mod desk for that, for the store data. So I make my store items here and just drop everything in here. That's why we do it here. Good, so there it is, guys. That's how quick and easy we install a gas station. If you now want to name this gas station, you're going to have to change this again to a custom XML. Copy this XML into your map, and then change this directory to your map directory there, and then also your mod desk, the same thing with that to your map directory. But I'm just going to leave it as gas station. It will give a little icon on the map as a little gas station, and everybody knows what that means. It's self-explanatory. Great. Well, guys, I think that's enough for one video. So thank you so much for watching. I do really appreciate you guys, especially my Patreon guys. You are really awesome. Thank you so much for supporting me and yeah, following my work and appreciating my work. Well, guys, have a wonderful, awesome day. Take care, man. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.